So today I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing of the Silenx IXC-92HA2 Pro Series Heatpipe CPU cooler. So this is the IXC-92HA2. So I'm going to hold that a little bit closer to the camera, or better yet, I could use this particular little trick of mine where I have a little remote that will zoom in on it. Aha! No cameraman today, but I don't need one. So it is less than 18 decibels according to Silenx. It supports all Intel sockets, including 775 and AMD socket. Ooh, wow, 754 and AM2. So that means you've got support for 775, AM2, AM3, and you can see that there's another little sticker on here that says Intel Core i7 compatible, if it would focus. There it goes. So Intel Core i7 compatible, that means that it is compatible with LGA1366 as well. This is a 92mm version designed for smaller cases. So why don't we have a look at, let's have a look at the side of the box as well. So I'm going to do this zooming thing again. Sorry, everyone. Alright, so first of all, this is a Heatpipe Direct Touch heatsink, and at the time this was a big deal, but it uses 8mm versus 6mm on, they're saying, most competing products, heat pipes. That means that it can transfer more heat faster. Next of all, it uses the latest generation of Silenx IXC-92HA2 Pro fans. And lastly, 38 tightly spaced aluminum fins offer nearly a class-leading 5,000 centimeters squared of surface area. Let's go around to the back where it just has a little bit more about the basic specs, as well as some, come on, focus, you can do it. No, you can't do it. Okay, as well as the compatibility info, which is horrendously outdated. Okay, so why don't we open this thing up and find out just what is inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and point that kind of there, and then, oh, man, this is brutal not having someone operating the camera. What are you gonna do? Okay, let's get the box open. So the first thing we find inside, you can see that they have packed in an LGA1366 bracket. Alright, there it is. And then the next thing you'll find is they have got a little instruction sheet here. So that covers the Intel installation procedure. Alright, so they show you, you put the top bracket down, you put 4 screws through, and it uses a back plate. I love mounting systems that have a back plate. It's just so much more secure than trying to use push pins. Next we have LGA 775, then we have our 4 mounting screws, and then we have, what else do we got in here? Alright, we have, ooh, this one's in color too. So this is the installation guide for 754, 939, 940, and AM2. So this will also apply to AM3, so that's in color and everything. Check that out. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, what's next? Once I can figure out how to pull that back up. Here is a piece of double-sided tape. I don't know what it's for yet. Maybe we'll figure it out, maybe we won't. Okay, let's keep digging further in. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh wow, okay. So, here is the back plate for, well, which mounting system is this for? Because it doesn't look like it's compatible with both 775 and 1366. So, oh, okay, I was mistaken. The 775 version uses the plastic push pins, whereas the 1366 version uses a bolt through. So this backplate is for the 1366 version. Okay, I get it now. Oh, and we figured out what the double-sided tape is for. It's for this fan speed controller. So the cable for the fan speed controller is also in here. Everything's just kind of loose in the box. It's not the best packaged I've ever seen a product, but I mean, it's not like any of this is fragile and going to be damaged. So you just plug this in on the one side here, and you just kind of line it up so that it goes in like that. And then at the one end, this goes into your motherboard header or into a Molex to 3-pin adapter, and then this plugs into your fan. And then you can use this little dial here to adjust the fan speed. Very cool. Okay, next we have, okay, we've got a little baggie of thermal compound as well as 4 push pins. I'm going to go ahead and assume that those are for AMX, AM2, AM2+, AM3. Next, they include not only 2 fan wire clips, but 4. So that means that besides the 92mm fan included, you can also mount an additional 92mm fan to the unit without buying any accessories besides what's included in the box. Okay, so before we get to the actual heat pipe cooler itself, why don't we have a look at the fan? There it is, a 92mm fan. The blades spin like this. It's all shiny. And even the fan itself is pretty silver and shiny. It has one of those transparent plastic 3-pin connectors. It's quite long. You shouldn't have too much trouble with that. Like all of the latest generation Silenx IXC-92HA2 fans, it uses a small hub in the center, and their claim is that that gives you more usable airflow space versus fans with a larger hub. I kind of buy that. Okay, next we have the actual heat pipe cooler itself. So why don't we start, because I usually do this at the end, why don't we start with the obligatory finger shot. So you can see that it is not all that shiny, but if they're to be believed, it is quite flat. I can actually feel the machining marks though quite clearly with my fingernail. Whether or not that's going to be a problem when you're actually cooling a processor with it, yeah, it remains to be seen. But you can see, actually, I'm going to like get up to show the camera this. Maybe I'll shine the light directly at it, see if we can get it to focus a little better. Oh, that is not helping. There we go. Okay, so you can see that they've actually lapped the heat pipe surface itself. So that's what they mean by heat pipe direct touch. Okay, and then, so these are 3 nice thick heat pipes. These are still thick even by today's standards, despite the fact that this is a relatively old product. And then you can see that the fins are quite close together. No, not really, they're not jammed in that close. So this should perform quite well with a low airflow fan, low noise fan, which it would make sense because Silenx prides themselves in their low noise, low airflow fans. I mean, I don't mean they're low airflow, I mean they're low airflow compared to a high noise fan. The top is very shiny, so you can probably actually see my camera. There you go. Yeah, you can totally see my camera in the top of it, so I really like that. It has like a Silenx logo on it. I think that pretty much covers, if I can find my remote, everything I wanted to say about this particular cooler, and so thank you for checking out my unboxing.